We've been over this. If you're worried about swine flu, use hand sanitizer.
I'm not worried about swine flu. I already have the swine flu. I'm worried about the turtle flu.
Turtle flu.
Turtle flu.
Turtle flu.
Hello and welcome back to the Asylum. Firstly, I would like to apologize for uploading my video so late in the week. I had a lot going on this week, and it's here now, and that's what matters. Don't panic, I'm still here. For those two people that watch my videos. Also, we got a new recording microphone that I'm very excited about. Should improve the audio quality, so that's a good thing. Anyway, on to the topic at hand, which is, of course, the leftists' massive double standards. Their classic rules for thee, but not for me argument. I have no idea who originally coined that phrase, but it's really catchy. I originally heard it on another YouTube channel that I watch, Liberal Hive Mind. Really good show. But anyway, as you well know by now, the left has been promoting the tearing down and defacing of public property, which mostly includes historical monuments and statues depicting historical figures. Like, really racist figures. Like, we're talking Abraham Lincoln. You know, you remember that racist guy, right? Abraham Lincoln, the guy who freed all the slaves and ended the Civil War and reunited the country. Huh? What? What? Oh, he wasn't actually racist? But he was white? Oh, okay. I just learned that he was not racist. Wow. So, yeah, there's that. But, here's the funny part. When it comes to their own quote-unquote monuments being, like graffiti and stuff, being defaced, it's the end of the world. Again. Here's a clipping from an article from a site called Black Enterprise. Ooh boy, that name sounds very promising. Very excited to get into this. Black women who defaced BLM murals in New York City identified as notorious pro-Trump agitators. Okay, so right away in the headline, they make these women out to be like some sort of troublemakers, like criminals or terrorists or something. Well, maybe not that extreme. Using carefully chosen words and phrases like notorious, which makes them out to be some sort of criminal masterminds or something, and pro-Trump agitators, which once again pushes the narrative that Trump supporters are nothing more than a mob of troublemakers in MAGA hats. Over the weekend, two black women from New York City were caught on camera defacing the BLM mural that was painted on Fifth Avenue. As well as murals in Brooklyn and Harlem, the two women were charged with splashing paint on the BLM murals. They have been identified as attention-seeking pro-abortion protesters. Alright, a lot going on in this paragraph, a lot to dissect here. Firstly, I noticed that the left doesn't care at all that these women are black, or women of color, or whatever is political correct term. I'm pretty sure person of color is the politically correct term, but I don't know why that doesn't apply to these women. They just call these women black. Those racist people out there calling these black women black. They're obviously people of color. I mean, hello, wake up. This just goes to show the double standards of the left. I mean, you arrest that black man, that person of color over there throwing Molotov cocktails at cops, then you're a racist because he's a peaceful protester, peacefully protesting systemic racism and police brutality by beating the snot out of cops. But definitely go arrest those two black women over there that are painting over our propaganda because they don't give in to our brainwashing propaganda. They're free thinkers. They're dangerous. Get rid of them. Put them in jail. Put them in jail where they can get coronavirus, even though we want to let all the people out of jail because they could get coronavirus. Another thing I noticed in here is that they had to add that these women were anti-abortions. Now, this is a very common tactic used by the left, and conservatives and Republicans do this too. I myself have been guilty of doing this. I try not to, but I have done this sometimes. And this is a tactic called the red herring. And the left uses it more often, more frequently, and they're pretty good at doing this. Basically what it is when in an argument or when writing an article or just basically any conversation, the one person would throw in a piece of information that has little or nothing to do with whatever the rest of the conversation was in an attempt to distract the other person. Like how in this article it basically says that these black women don't feel oppressed despite their blackness. Oh, also they don't like killing babies. they just go off in a separate direction that has nothing to do with the rest of the article. It's an attempt to distract the other person, so they'll think, oh, this too? It's really not a really great tactic. I mean, it's a good tactic to use to distract people, but it just shows that they don't have a whole lot going on and that they don't have a very strong argument. These two women were arrested Saturday afternoon. They have been identified as Edney Chavanez. I'm sorry if I butchered your name, Edney, in case you're watching. And Bevelyn Betty. Betty. I'm going to go with Betty. That's probably wrong, but I'm going to go with Betty. They were arrested for criminal mischief on Saturday afternoon. Betty went to her Facebook Live to give an update on her antics. In this video, they are defending the police and implying that they took care of them, also laying claim that BLM hates black men and many other accusations in to try to sully the purpose of the movement. Okay, first of all, how dare these people defend the men and women who risk their lives every day to protect us and keep us safe? How dare they defend the people who are 19 times more likely to be murdered just because they're cops? How dare they? Those racists. Not the cops, the two women. Yes, the two black women. They're obviously right-wing, so they're obviously racist. That's how that works. Logic. Also, the statement that BLM hates black men, that's not entirely accurate. They just hate everybody. Everybody that disagrees with them. But they basically change whoever they hate at the time. Usually men. Usually white men. Fun fact, a lot of the BLM organization is made up of white people, so that should tell you something. And also, the purpose of the movement. I know the left claims the purpose of the movement is to bring equality and equal rights to black people, which they already have, which they have had for many, many, many decades. But really, right now, their purpose is just... they're a glorified terrorist organization. They're like Antifa, really. That's what they are. Alright, but that's something for another video. I'm not going to go off on that right now. That's something for another video. So, as I close out this video, as I wrap this up, please keep in mind that vandalism is only okay if you have the right political views. Okay? Remember that. Remember, this is good. This is okay. This is fighting for equality or something. This is bad. Good. Bad. Thank you for watching my video and for liking, commenting, and subscribing. Please tell your friends about this. The more people who watch my videos, the better. And until next time, I will see you soon in the asylum.